All right, July 9th, 2:12 p.m. Right? Anything agency.
Hey, Apollo. What? Well, actually nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it, the suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, the trial today. I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Why are we rating trials?
Score, gee. I guess I would, maybe, well... But I'm just as bad as you. What's one of your crimes to solve? See, it's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case.
Asked in a pool about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. That number, it registered under this number, was Roman Letus.
Obviously I was sussing him from the start. And one of the other reasons why I was discounting Machi, or, her herself, was because they have to have prior knowledge as to where his keys are to pick them up and steal them.
How would
Right?
Machi know?
Exactly. I would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent. What a mess.
What a mess indeed, Apollo.
And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now.
Do we though?
The more told to hold court.
Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
I wish you could see my chat.
I do. Yeah, but the problem is, Zero Dragon. There's a big problem with what you're saying. You forgot to add yourself into that list.
You know what we should do is, we should just get Zero Dragon to visit tomorrow. I'll pick him up. Hopefully not speed across the school zone. And make him voice a character tomorrow.
Oh no.
I would love to see that.
That would be chaotic.
Hell, he can do it right now, actually. He has Discord.
That voice I heard talking to Mr. Letus when I heard gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. Also, assuming he's stage work, right? Maybe the conversation could have been played later when he's already on the ground on the speakers.
Hmm.
And then the two shots hit the wall and he's already down, right? Drops the gun, wipes the stain, leaves.
He'd
As
have
to
to
how
do
he
that
got
pretty
out.
quick. Well, he can't leave.
Yeah.
If it is Darian, he couldn't have left. So my guess is still he hid behind a couch, waited for me and Emma to come in, and then bolted out the door.
Okay, here's another thought of how he could have done it. I still believe the crime took place during the first guitar boom, right? The guitar goes boom, that's when the shot happens, right?
And also him messing up his cue, like did his arm get out of whack when firing that gun?
Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin, right? He has the firing recoil damage from the shot, and therefore, what I mentioned earlier in a previous episode was the guitar solo on his left hand, and he would have to shoot from the left, wouldn't he? Now, if he's right-handed guitar, he's strumming with his left, right?
Yeah, but here's the other.
So-
Like Emma had a comment, made a comment that the revolver wasn't normal.
Yeah.
Now wait, hold on a sec.
You
If
can
the
go look at the...
If the revolver belonged to him, well, no, we can't investigate the revolver in a way I want to, because I'm thinking it's a lefty revolver. That's my thing, and he wrote the dying message with his right hand. That
Yeah.
contradicts what my prediction is there. So if it turns out that the gun is a lefty gun, that proves this is a fake message or something.
Yeah.
But like, why
Yeah.
would he do that? That's the
It's
thing.
his gun. I do believe the shots were from the inside. I believe there is no alibi that he could produce in that guitar going boom, right? Because if the shot actually happened at the same time the guitar went boom on the lyrics, right? It's kind of like the misdirection where you have like one thing happening at one side, but the shot happens during the scene of the other. If the shot happened then, the problem is he's shot from the back, right? So maybe he was waiting in the room, and then he pokes his ass in at the door, and then shoots him from it, and then he comes to drop off the evidence later, or he throws it in. I still don't get how he got the gun. Is what I'm worried about, right? Because to take a gun off an Interpol agent would be hell.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of mysteries, what's that Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. I can't. Now that you mentioned, I haven't seen Daddy around. Well, you had to. You got shot in the shoulder from behind. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out of will? I wouldn't say that, but he's been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Ooh-whoa, ooh-woo. Rar XD, oh-whoa, ooh-woo. Tee-hee.
Just read your line.
Top secret. Kawaii. Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Oh, I see your entendre. Well, time's a wasting, as I say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Well.
Hey, Charlie.
Up to the plan. It must have came out of nowhere. You guys are horrible. Mr. Charlie, the Prada plant. Huh? His leaves are looking a little brown. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Ah, Mr. Charlie, your leaves. Maybe you weren't giving him enough water. No, must be stressed. He's worried about the new recruit at the office. Hey, don't blame it on me. You were watering him, right? It was Daddy's turn to water him this week.
And yeah, he's MIA, so you're up, girl.
Ack. Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission, no?
Wrong voice.
I know. I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, promise. Water him now!
Water him! Water Mr. Charlie!
We dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. Omar said he'd never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again?
Eidetic memory.
Elephant ears, I believe that's what they're called.
So could also be like eidetic memory, just remember everything.
Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right, I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right, did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even? You bet I did. He's one of the Gaviner's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Gaviners have a rock-solid alibi. We couldn't have shot Mr. Lato's backstage. But Lamar heard him, didn't she? They heard Darian backstage, right?
The speaker. Or whatever that thing was that was right next to his body. I don't think we have a picture of it.
That was a hairdryer.
A dryer out.
Think of it this way, right? She can't see. But the speakers are in multiple rooms. Right? So, according to the prosecutor's testimony is the footage from the concert is played blasted on the speaker all the time. Right? We have to prove that Shark Boy knew she was blind. He plays, like, he has a bunch of recording equipment, right? He records their conversation and puts it on a speaker with the two shots. She looks in through the window. Could have been any window, right? He knows the stage. He has a layout of everything. And she just happens to overhear it for what she thinks, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh, Interpol. They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them International Police instead of making up some silly name? It's short for it.
Young stupidity. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamar? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Yeah, technically the more criminal one would be the kid. Because he's lying about being blind. I mean, she's also lying about being able to see, so.
Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. Remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if there's something that has something to do with something. That something being our case, the last something I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What is Mr. Latos up to? Is it that guy? Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. There he is.
Who's this guy?
Who's doing him?
I mean, you're already doing two voices right now. It just seems like all the interchanging characters in the chapters are me, pretty much. You got the main characters you're talking all the time. Whatever the mundane gives the miracle, ways miracle, the word is whispered. Garame.
Hey, the other day. Yeah, he was there too.
Yep. We meet again.
Nice to meet you. Who are you? Hey, could you please stop working like that? It's you, Uncle Valent.
Uncle?
Uncle Valent, he's your uncle? No, silly. It's a great Grandmamere, Valent Grandmamere. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I. The great Valent Grammare, as seen on television.
Could you please stop smirking like that?
It's been a while, Mr. C. 7 years, to be exact. Stop with the 7 years ago and not telling us anything. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. What do the numbers mean? You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is the Great Magician doing paying us a visit?
I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Through my stardom, I may say as a sight. I'm quite down to earth when it calls.
He does have a certain aura to him. True. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost in a magician in the making. Practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What, Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean my real daddy.
Oh?
She knows. Tracy's real father.
One moment, sir. Do you like attorney's badges?
So who is best girl in this game? Asking for a friend?
The answer is yes. What's this?
I mean...
You would ask me for a miracle. Free for your feet? Then thy wish be granted.
Default?
Thy will be done. Thy evidence evicted into the ether.
There's no hot girl characters yet. No evicting, please. All magicians like this, I wonder? Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Gramarye. Troop Gramarye, huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar.
Oh, lost life! Lambanity lidless lad! Do not know the greatest trope of magicians on the planet.
Valent Gramarye, the name begins to surface in my mind. The name I heard on television as a child. You bet you heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up in an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. That escaped from a high-security prison. You said he's a magician?
I opened the locks to the hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of the true Gramarye.
Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television. A long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo?
Maybe?
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Maybe?
A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramarye.
Yes, Zack. Zack Gramarye. Masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship. It's her
boy,
father.
bad memory.
This reaction to I think that's her father. 100%.
Hmm? Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way.
Once upon a time, true Gramarye included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Gramarye, and my partner, Zack Gramarye.
And this Zack was? He was my real daddy. Tracy's father, magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it, not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay, I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy, after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days.
Ah, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit.
Reasons?
Two, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent.
I'm sure you are.
Not one for modesty, are you?
When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotion. I wept oceans. To learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape.
Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. Brought it for you, Trucy. On behalf of the troupe Gamma.
You gotta watch it immediately.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Oh, it's this part.
Oh, you see the spark? Yeah, this is a...
Yeah, that.
There's a spark
guitar's
in the
catching
guitar.
fire.
So it's on fire right now.
Did he help with the magic trick?
I think he did, and that's why he was there.
Yeah.
But there was no gunshot sound, which worries me. Wow, it's almost as good if it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious.
Ha 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 ha.
Valent Grammar has good reasons to be good reasons to be here, actually. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lemire vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that, I guess I'm so used to seeing it happen, I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand.
A simple sleight of hand and a petite prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you.
So that's why you're at the concert.
Yes. Was there to watch my trick take to the air.
So you're the ones who knows how it's all done.
Of course, I'm like a deity with my stage. I'm like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a provident primordial power I possess.
Well, do you think you could tell me how it's done? Hey now. Trucy. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Come on, it's for the investigation.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
Mais none. Mais none. For my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also,
Also what?
because a terrible occurrence happened later. Well after my illusion entrance the audience.
Oh.
Don't even ask. I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo. It's gonna come necessary later.
Oh yes. I, Valiant Gamma Ray, now make my leave, Mr. Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I might not. I shall not. I've been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall sink back to the sea.
So you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct. If you would so call on me to come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile.
The whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye. He turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right, Valiant Grammary. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamore disappear.
We'll need to know that.
And how he knows Trucy and her real father.
Alright, can we actually talk to our client? Is them not knowing English also fake?
Matchy may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobai can see. Ah, Machi! Speak of the devil.
Is he gonna take off his glasses?
It looks like he's doing okay. Forgot. Why did we come here? Not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. Kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually a word for me. So, what did you think of the trial today? I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. What if you show him the gun? To be more goal-oriented, if he's innocent, we'll win. If he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do.
Oh? Is the band gonna help us talk to him?
I'm glad the mayor testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian the Governor is the detective. Wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if you could follow how the trial went after all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. Must be imagining it.
Mm.
Imagining what, Apollo? I say we show him the gun and scare him. I couldn't help but feel that. I don't know. Machi. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet has reacted to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Oh, or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? That you lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about?
Definitely knows English.
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think I'll take something big to get him. Something kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. So you probably don't have it then. So Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see and Lamar can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Paulo, I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Present him the gun.
I
I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. You're a very beautiful fair maiden. This is why I never trust the translator.
Hey, listen here, Machi. You will speak English, and you will do it now.
Oh, nope. It was worth a shot. The brooch could be good.
Oh, we're outside it now. This beautiful scene.
Well, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic these days, or defense days? Sure, let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. There's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection! Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. We'll probably run into the magician on the way back.
Ah, Mr. Attorney.
Lamar! I'm sorry about today.
There's nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Machi.
Are you okay alone, I mean?
Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. It does make being a witness rather difficult.
Speaking of seeing, you know who we were before we spotted you just now. We weren't even talking.
I heard your footsteps several times the day before. She's that good.
Oh. You must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place.
I mean, it also does make sense because I have heard, like, apparently if you lose one of your senses, your other senses become stronger.
Yep.
It's like
That's
she
been proven.
doesn't have vision, but her hearing is kind of enhanced.
Or so she claimed yesterday, but how?
Hey, You want to see my badge this time? That's the wrong button.
What if you showed her the videotape? Do you think you could tell me about this?
Sorry, but my informant about the outside world is somewhat limited. Yeah, nothing.
We took a look at performance again, and it's even better the second time.
Thank you.
That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off.
Illusion?
When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember?
Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician.
Valid grammar, eh?
Sure, Sonic.
I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done?
I'm afraid I cannot.
She wouldn't have saw it anyways.
Mr. Gramare made me swear to never tell a soul. She wouldn't have seen it, but she would know what she did, or what she was told about the trick.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, you're not lucky enough, Apollo.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime.
I did not know his name, but I never forget the voice. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice.
I'm guessing Darian and Miss Latrose were talking about something.
The next moment, I heard those gunshots.
Why didn't you call security?
To be honest, the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined a gunshot might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself.
Yeah.
I left the scene at once. Where were
She
you in a
heard it
hurry
on the
to?
way. So it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Where were you heading, girl?
Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was.
I met Machi before my debut as Noir. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia, and he was playing the piano. Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
You took a line. Is that what you're starting to playing opposites?
Yeah, I noticed that when she said yes, but I just kept rolling with it.
With Machi pretending he couldn't see.
Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as a landscape painter in sound.
Must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see, and all that while acting as your eyes.
We held hands always. He would write with his finger onto my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is smart, gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche.
Yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did.
I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why?
What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory.
Clouded, right?
The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart.
In your heart?
I have no memory of the time before I became Lamar. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days.
What's it that she said about not being able to remember the light?
I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in the past. Everything before becoming Lamar is lost to me.
But I don't think you...
I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
You think your past might be related to this case? No way, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamar.
I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something.
Yes?
When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Yeah, I would love to be able to pick that up. We've talked about it multiple times. Game hasn't let a mistake in it yet.
Device? Maybe you mean this. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
Might I touch it? I thought as much.
What did you think?
This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I
Wonder whose this is.
We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing.
Hence the missed cue.
Oh, it is!
We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
Yes, that is best. Thank you.
So can I put it on?
No, you may not.
Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo.
I saw a thing pop up here for a moment.
It did. Head for that, little buddy. This is Trixie reporting in. Over, Rubber Ducky. Why the sudden silence? Why the sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. What good is the receiver that doesn't receive? That's like Emma not performing a forensic investigation. You make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snack ooze.
Well, so far we haven't gotten any new information, like new updates for evidence from examining evidence. But it is good to take a look.
Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry.
Who's missing one? There we go. July 9th.
In the wings.
In the wings.
That song, isn't that the one Lamar was singing? Yeah, you're right. The Guitarist Serenade.
Is this Gavin playing the piano because he doesn't have his guitar?
Oh, I'd love to do a show on stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full and has won the audience sights with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication.
Oh. Aha! This isn't Miss Trucy. And indeed it is.
Uncle Valent! What exactly are you doing here?
I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lamar teleportation illusion. Ooh.
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. And I went about an exacting examination, and I happened to notice that piano. Remember that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent could shed some light on this whole thing for us.
Yeah, okay, first things first. For achievement, we need to continue to examine the ladder.
That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. At a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb another tower again, period.
Hey, do you have a comment about this now? Ah, that is proof positive of your profession, yes.
Yeah.
Might I have a look?
It's
He's gonna
go.
vanish it. Oh, what's this? It's gone.
Ah, what'd you do with my attorney's badge?
He did the same thing Trucy did. He vanished it. Ha 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 ha. Don't be alarmed. Miss Trucy, take a look in your top bit, if you would.
It's your badge, Apollo. What's it doing in there? That was amazing, wasn't it, Apollo? Told that pouch at her waist to top it. Isn't that some kind of magician speak? I feel like she was in on that. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamar's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. The climax of the song said make her disappear like a dream.
Like a dream.
Yet, what can I work on with a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of stage built for sorcerer's act. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted.
You disappeared at the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm. Oh,
People come
here
to
you
me because my illusions are custom made for time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing, as thus far the fortunes of Troop Grand are concerned.
So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well.
It went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, a piano over there troubles me. Ooh.
It troubles you. Why?
Why? Why do you ask why?
Is it self-playing?
I know what you are thinking in your head, in that head of yours. Gamma, yes. You say, I recall seeing him on the television. Something of the sort.
Actually, yes, you're right. Oh, he just read your mind, Apollo. You know what I'm worried about? That piano, if that piano is self-playing, was the blind kid was he faking it? Like, because his hands weren't really moving in the video.
We couldn't really tell.
Yeah, everything tells him that he's made a good guess.
It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was the Magnifique Grammare. It was he who began the great Toruk Gamare. At his prime, not a day passed when he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was.
I do have a vague memory of something like that on TV.
Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troop pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries of magic no longer heard. The TV screen a barren waste stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down in the supermarket. You start playing in the supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble.
We hold our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. So that guy didn't have a hand for a second there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's handless, but that could also be very handy. Yes, one day we will rise from obscurity into the flame-shining stage once more. Do this not only for the magic of that is Gamare, but for my partner.
Your partner, you mean?
Yes, Zach Gamare.
Lucy's father.
Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gamare in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Vered Gamare. Our founder, Magnifique Gamare, was a true genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as I thought. I just had a thought. What if the music sheets were English?
What?
What if the music sheets were English?
Interesting. That might be it. That might be how we get him to talk. Of all the would-be magicians who came to the store, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valent and Zack were the shining stars of the Gamare crown.
Cool, huh? And Zach Grammar was my daddy.
Now that Magnifique and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Gamare, who brings the Gamare miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Drusi, do not grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill, coming up. Oh, we managed to get off the topic of this case so quickly all the time.
Because yes. Or stop drifting.
That's one big piano. I never actually played one. Hey, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again.
What's that cracking?
You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings.
That's a remote trigger.
Oh fuck. Looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. I don't like where that was.
Or is it a lighter? No, this is definitely a communicator. Wait.
This switch sitting here tempting me to push it. Don't. You might blow up the whole Coliseum. Apollo, please. I think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut in our busy time. Alright, Chief PI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does?
It could be a panic button. Is there a chance it's a panic button of some kind? Who knows?
See, here's my thing, is she had to write the lyrics with him at her side, right? Because he has to write it down. So, obviously, our guy had to have some point in the lyrics making, right? She wouldn't sing it if there wasn't some sort of lean. The problem is Gavin wrote the lyrics. So, was Gavin writing the lyrics with our lovely Shark Boy? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. Switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay.
It. Oh.
Can I ask you about this headset, Lamar? You said that all concert staff were wearing one.
That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And also band members too, I should think.
Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then.
They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. The stronger signal, and a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. Is the button thing a jammer? Is it like a signal jammer? Is that what it is?
I feel like that button was a remote detonation for the guitar.
Maybe.
That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline.
And also, the way that the earpiece looks, it's definitely for a right ear.
Yeah. So why is this one lying here?